According to a report just minutes ago, the Dallas Cowboys are visiting with Miami Dolphins defensive end Robert Quinn today as part of a possible trade. Miami is looking for a trade partner to try to get something back for Quinn before making him a salary cap casualty. Quinn is in the final year of his contract and is set to count $12.9 million against the Dolphins' salary cap. Most of that is his base salary of $11.8 million, which Miami is reportedly willing to pay part of to help facilitate a trade. Robert Quinn was spotted today on his way to visit the Quinn would need to agree to any deal. So, this is another step in the process, with a Dallas team that obviously needs pass rush. The Cowboys need the help with DeMarcus Lawrence's contract still unresolved and Randy Gregory now indefinitely suspended for another drug policy violation. They signed Kerry Hyder from the Lions yesterday, but he isn't a proven commodity like Quinn. Turning 29 in May, Robert Quinn is a two-time Pro Bowler and former first-round pick of the Rams. He hasn't had the same production in recent years but still had 6.5 sacks for Miami in 2018 and 8.5 the prior year with Los Angeles. Ever the bargain shoppers these days, Dallas is probably hoping to get Quinn for late-round draft pick or perhaps a pick swap. 2019 off-season defensive end, according to TMZ, Tyrone Crawford was involved in a brawl at a bar in Panama City, FL last Friday night. The Dallas Cowboys defensive lineman and team captain was detained by police but apparently was not arrested. The level of Crawford's involvement has not been substantiated, but TMZ's report does have him shoving police officers at some point in the action. The incident was reportedly captured by surveillance equipment at the bar. Given that he was not arrested, one could assume that Tyrone was not one of the primary players in the melee. But that doesn't mean the NFL won't still review this matter as it relates to the personal conduct policy, and Cowboys fans know too well how fair that process can be. This is certainly not a story you'd expect to see attached to Tyrone Crawford, who has been a model citizen and leader since entering the league in 2012. Dallas elected to keep Crawford this season despite solid potential savings. He will count $10.1 million against their 2019 salary cap, which is high for his average production. However, he can play multiple positions and is one of their most experienced players. Even if Tyrone were to get suspended by the league, it likely wouldn't be more than a 1 or 2 game ban given his record and reputation. It shouldn't change anything about his status with the team. According to Ian Rapoport, the Dallas Cowboys have a meeting scheduled to visit with free agent safety Eric Berry Tuesday at the Star. Source: former. His first visit. They have a need there. Eric Berry has spent his entire career with the Kansas City Chiefs after they drafted him 5th overall in the 2010 NFL Draft. After signing Earl Thomas last week, the Chiefs decided to part ways with their former All-Pro safety. Berry, 30, is an intriguing free agent for the Dallas Cowboys. When healthy, he is arguably one of the best safeties in the league. Unfortunately, injuries have kept him off the field these last few seasons, causing him to only start in only 3 games since 2016. This is a move many of us expected to happen after the Cowboys decided not to get into a bidding war for Earl Thomas, a player linked to Dallas for over a year now. In Berry, Cowboys Nation would be getting a similar player with the same kind of red flags. Both Thomas and Berry have to be approached with caution due to their injury history the past few years. Depending on his asking price, Eric Berry absolutely makes sense for the Dallas Cowboys. He would be an upgrade over Jeff Heath and would pair well with the Cowboys' up-and-coming 3-year safety Xavier Woods. This is still just a visit, so we should probably get our hopes up that a signing is imminent. But I think we can all agree Eric Berry is exactly the right kind of guy Jason Garrett is always preaching about. He's a cancer survivor, 5-time Pro Bowler, an All-Pro player. What's not to like? The Dallas Cowboys added more defensive line help today after signing former Detroit Lions defensive end Kerry Hyder. Going back to Texas, 27, originally signed as an undrafted free agent out of Texas Tech with the New York Jets in 2014. He spent a year in New York before signing a future, reserve contract with the Detroit Lions in January 2015. He had a breakout 8-sack year with the Lions in 2016, but tore his Achilles in 2017, causing him to miss the entire season. In 2018 he had just one quarterback sack after Detroit switched to a 3-4 defensive scheme. Overall, this is a good depth signing by the Dallas Cowboys. Kerry Hyder has starting potential, but shouldn't keep the Cowboys from upgrading the position further through either another free agent signing for the draft